You know that feeling when you actually enjoy a night out, but the moment you step back into your apartment, your entire body crashes? We're not talking about being sleepy. We're talking about an immediate, bone-deep exhaustion. It feels like someone hooked up a vacuum cleaner to your soul and sucked out all your life force. You spend the next 2 days trying to reboot. If that sounds familiar, you might think, oh, I'm just an introvert. But maybe you're not just an introvert. Maybe you are what we call a level 5 introvert. And that means the strategies everyone else uses to manage their social battery are simply not enough for you. We need to talk about why your internal operating system is fundamentally different and how you can stop fighting it and start leveraging its power. Because for level 5s, being socially tired isn't a mood. It's a biological state of depletion. First, let's be clear. Stop labeling yourself as socially awkward or bad at people. That's the societal narrative that completely misses the point. Your difficulty handling crowded rooms isn't a personality flaw. It's a direct consequence of how your brain processes external information. You see, the common understanding of introversion often focuses on dopamine, that reward chemical. Extroverts seek external stimulation to get their dopamine fix. Introverts rely more on acetylcholine, which gives us internal rewards for focus, deep thinking, and sustained concentration. But for the level 5 introvert, something else is happening simultaneously: sensory processing sensitivity. You are filtering information through a massive high-definition sieve while everyone else is using a colander. This means that when you're in a coffee shop, you're not just hearing the music. You're registering the hum of the fridge, the 5 conversations happening near the window, the smell of burnt espresso, the flicker of the overhead light, and the texture of the plastic chair. Your brain is logging, processing, and assigning importance to all of it. That's why you get exhausted so quickly. You're not being drained by the people, you're being overloaded by the environment. So how do you know if you are operating on this deep, sensitive level? Here are the 5 definitive signs you've hit level 5 introversion. Sign number 1, you experience pre-socializing exhaustion. For most people, the fatigue hits after the event. For you, the anxiety, the mental preparation, and the planning required to just consider attending the party drains you before you even put your shoes on. You look at your phone, see the group chat notification, and feel a physical slump. You've expended half your social budget just mentally rendering the situation. Sign number 2, sensory overload is physical. If a noise is too loud, it doesn't just annoy you. It feels like an actual headache is starting. Bright, flickering lights cause genuine irritability. Strong perfumes or overly busy visual patterns can make you feel disoriented, almost dizzy. These aren't preferences. They are non-negotiable demands from your nervous system signaling an immediate need for withdrawal. Your flight response activates much faster than a standard introvert's. Sign number 3, you cannot handle small talk. If the conversation doesn't breach a depth level of 3 feet within 5 minutes, you check out entirely. Small talk feels profoundly draining because it requires energy to perform, yet yields zero reward for your acetylcholine system. You need authenticity, analysis, and vulnerability to feel energized. Asking someone what they do for a living 3 times in a row feels like manual labor. You would rather spend 5 hours discussing the meaning of life with one person than 1 hour discussing the weather with 5. Sign number 4, you need time alone. Not to recharge, but to survive. Standard introverts enjoy alone time for hobbies or reflection. Level 5s require it for homeostasis. If you miss your mandated recovery period, you don't just feel irritable, you start getting sick. Your immune system dips, you get tension headaches, or you experience unexplained muscle pain. Alone time is your critical system update. You must schedule it and defend it fiercely like a non-negotiable doctor's appointment. And sign number 5, the reverse adrenaline rush. When faced with excitement or high-energy chaos, like a big surprise party or spontaneous loud celebration, most people get a jolt of positive energy. You get quiet. You become highly observant, watching the room, analyzing the dynamics, and saying nothing. Your internal mechanism is trying to slow down the sensory input, leading you to appear aloof or detached when in reality, you are internally panicking and trying to desperately process the sheer volume of unexpected data. So if you hit all 5 of those points, you need to understand that your social reality is different. But this specialized wiring is not a weakness, it is a massive advantage when leveraged correctly. You possess unparalleled depth of focus, observation skills, and empathy. Your brain is built for deep work, complex problem solving, and quality relationships. Here's the shift. Stop trying to behave like an extrovert or even a standard introvert. Embrace your specificity. When planning your week, don't just schedule meetings, schedule recovery blocks immediately afterward. If you have 3 high-input meetings on Tuesday, Wednesday morning is sacred. Treat those recovery blocks the same way you treat deadlines. They are non-negotiable. Secondly, curate your environment ruthlessly. Wear noise-canceling headphones in busy places. Decline invitations to places with bad lighting or loud, constant music. You aren't being difficult, you are optimizing your performance. Protect the input filters that determine your energy output. You are not broken, you are specialized. You are the deep thinker, the keen observer, the one who notices the subtle dynamics others miss. When you stop fighting your own wiring and start treating your level 5 introversion as the powerful, complex operating system it is, you unlock unmatched concentration and insight. Know your limits and then use your depth. If this deep dive validation resonates with you, hit that like button and let us know in the comments. Which of these 5 signs drains you the most? And make sure to subscribe so you never miss another breakdown of the weird and wonderful ways our brains work.